You know, I had assumed we reached peak comedy eons ago. I had assumed when we got a black Snape in Harry Potter that was going to be the height of comedy for me. I had assumed even before that. I had assumed that when Elon Musk and Donald Trump were fighting that we had reached peak comedy of the dissolution of two narcissists. I had assumed that when we start casting all the ginger people as black people and vice versa, I had assumed that was what was going on. I had assumed that's what was happening. There was all these race wars and race banters about a black Little Mermaid and everybody being up in arms about all things, but now we have a white Black Panther. In the comics, not in actual reality right now, but in the Marvel comics, Kitima is fighting T'Challa for the rightful throne of owning all of Wakanda, a nation of pure-blooded African warriors being ruled over by Kitama, a white man. Now, this may raise a few eyebrows to a lot of people. This may make people angry, but I say this right now. I don't know the entire lore and story. I believe the wife of T'Challa, or the wife of the Black Panther, was Monica Lynn, one of the early love interests that had Kitama. Maybe this is an albino child. Maybe they're doing something with albinism. I'm not quite sure. I don't know, but everything I've read, because I didn't read the full comic iteration, is all I see is that this is a Caucasian white panther, a male sapien, someone that is sun-phobic, a children of the chalk, is a pagan pastry, one might say, is indefinitely Black Panther. And I think that is absolutely the peak, an absolute gobbledygook, the top tier of comedy, because everybody is up in arms, throwing fits. I've seen wars on Twitter, I've seen wars on Reddit, I've seen anger, I've seen vitriol, spit, I've seen disgust be thrown out indefinitely, and it might be the funniest, and I genuinely mean this, the funniest thing Marvel could do. Imagine if Storm was cast as Ellen DeGeneres. That is the biggest thing that could ever happen. Now, what are my personal feelings about this? I think Marvel can write anything, honestly. I think we got a good enough author. I think I want to see the entire comic run before I judge anything. I was judging the Joker Batman before it came out, and it turns out to be one of my favorite characters, but then they took him too far, and now he's annoying. But by all means, it did cause 7 of my friends to buy Marvel Comics. They actually bought Marvel Comics. They have never, in any capacity, gone out of their way to buy the comic run. They're actively reading it, and I am super impressed that they do that. You see, controversy sells. It gets people talking. It gets people thinking about the entirety of everything. It gets people having conversations, and this, by all means, is going to have conversations. I've seen people say, we should get Ryan Gosling to be the Black Panther, but I'm going to show you what he looks like if I would for one moment. Please allow my green screen to make his dramatic appearance. Now, don't be alarmed, don't be confused, don't be torn astray, don't have anything messing up your mind. I just want to show you exactly what he looks like, and if you can see behind me, we can see every fallacy of what he is. Now, there's no mistaking that this man, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is a vanilla gorilla. There is no way we can, in any way capacity, say that this man is not one of the caucus variety. We can obviously see that. We got the blonde hair. Now, he's got a little bit of black eyes, but we see that right there. We see this indefinitely. It reminds me of another picture that I saw once before, which would be this one, which is the thing I always see all the time. I love it so much. I've seen all the right-wingers say, finally, we can fight back against these people. You know what would be funny, and this would be the greatest thing ever. This is what every black person should do. They should welcome this with open arms. They should be overly excited about a white Black Panther. Let me explain why. Let me just explain why before you even attack me, before you try to throw arms at me, before you type something angry in the comment section. Just hear me out. If we're happy about the white Black Panther, then we can turn any white character into a black person and they can't say anything about it. Hear me out. If we, as a unity, as a group, as a collective, just say, oh, you guys can take Black Panther. We get Superman, we get Batman, we get Iron Man. As a matter of fact, we get Peter Parker. Not just Spider-Man, we get Peter Parker. And as a matter of fact, we will take Yao Ming. For no reason, just take Yao Ming. Like an NBA draft of a race. Just do that. I think this would be the greatest strategy to do so, because if we get angry, up in arms about it, get mad at Marvel, get mad at the right-wingers, get mad at the people that are using race politics all the time, they're going to say, well, you guys did it first. If we're happy about it, they have nothing to argue with. And I mean genuinely nothing. They have no fire. They have no horse in the race. They have nothing to say. They just have to say, well, you guys are cool with it? Oh, yeah, we cool with it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's amazing. Best thing I've ever seen, actually. Best thing you ever seen? Best thing I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, take Static Shock too. Take every Black Lightning superhero. Take it all. We want Mr. We want Plastic Man. Give us Plastic Man and a Black Rick and Morty. That's what we want. We can play this game all day. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, and I love it. I don't know the entire lore yet. I don't know. I would love some nerd in the comment section to just explain the entirety of it to me. Explain every facet, every single monochrome. Explain every single divot so I can wrap it around my simple, disgusting, weak, ignorant, little ignoramus brain so I can finally understand why they did it. If I can understand the 25th letter of the alphabet, if I could grasp why, if I could figure that out, then that would be so great for me. I would love that so much. Look at me in the eyes when I say this. We need this to happen. We need this more than anything. I tell you this from the bottom of my heart. The White Panther. No, let me phrase that better. The white Black Panther may be the greatest thing for racial divide ever. It may be the greatest thing. Black people, listen to me and hear me now. I know you're upset that we have a white Black Panther. I know they're saying get Ryan Gosling to be the person. I know they're saying that we can do all this crazy stuff. But if we act like we don't care, listen very carefully, if we act like we don't care, then we can start racially drafting other superhero characters into our midst, into our grubby little paws. And it'll be a free-for-all. It'll be a grab pack. It'll be nuts. We can start taking Asian characters. We can make Brenda Song black. We can bring back Black Ariana Grande. We can do whatever we want to if we just don't care about this one thing. Let them take Static Shock. Let them take Wilt from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Let them take this thing and then we can get a Black Harry Potter for no reason. We can just do it for the love of the game. We can just do it for the sport of the game. We can get a Black Vin Diesel out here. That's not even a fictional character, but we can get a Black Vin Diesel. Picture it. Imagine Vin Diesel but black. That's not even his real name. I don't even know his real name. We can finally understand what Peter Hernandez is. Peter Hernandez is Bruno Mars, by the way. We can just do that if you just believe in yourself for 1 second and don't mind the white Black Panther for like 2 seconds. Just let it happen for a second so we can start taking other characters. Let them have Black Panther. We get Superman, Iron Man, Batman, we get the Thing, we get Mr. Fantastic, we get Wanda. That's right, we get Wanda. And you know who I'm talking about, Scarlet Witch. We get Wanda. We can get Magneto. We can turn him into Magnegro. Oh, it'd be so fun. It'd be amazing. We can do this if we just take a step back. Let them take Black Panther. Let them take whatever the African person they want. Let them have Katama. That's the name of Black Panther's son. Let them take it because it's the legitimate son. Let him take it. And we can get Black Loki. We can get Black Thor. We can get Black Incredible Hulk, who is basically just Joe Fix-It. We can get these things if we just give them a little bit of rope, a little bit of leeway, and we pull it back and just start taking a bunch of other stuff. We can use their strategy against them. I've seen so many people just argue day and night about this. It's crazy. Past 6 days, all I've seen is arguing. I wanted to get some more information. All I discovered is that they're just pissed. My friends are buying Marvel comics, doing all this nonsense. We can have a wonderful to and fro battle with this racial draft nonsense. Look at me in my eyes when I say this. We can have a war and we can win this war. I mean this so deeply. Let us have it. Let us have it. Do not be tempted by the devils or the snow bunnies. Do not let it happen. Do not let it stride with you. Be a part of the revolution of what it is and what it ain't. Man, this is funny. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Let me know how you feel about the white Black Panther down in the comment section below. I've been me. I'm out. Peace. Bye. I also stream on Twitch. Gotta mention that nowadays. I forget to tell people that I stream. Bye. I'm your nigga night, be my Laurel. Happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.